In the United States, President Donald Trump has banned biological boys and men from women's sports. He's declared war on diversity, equity and inclusion, and he's made the mass deportation of illegal migrants his top priority. Meanwhile, in the UK, Lego is apparently now homophobic, and the NHS is hiring diversity and inclusion officers on six-figure salaries. Hello, I'm Emily Carver, and this is GBN Originals. What a mad world we live in. While Trump is waging a war on woke, UK institutions seem more captured than ever. Let's take a look at the States. Donald Trump, he signed a groundbreaking executive order titled Keeping Men Out of Women's Sports, which bans transgender athletes from participating in women's sports categories. The executive order directs federal agencies, including the Department of Justice, to prohibit biological males from competing in female sports categories.
Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women. Female athletes have been forced onto the front lines, and men claiming to be girls have stolen more than 3,500 victories. That's a lot. And invaded more than 11,000 competitions designed for women.
This move ensures that biological females will no longer face unfair competition from individuals who may have inherent physical advantages due to their birth sex. It's an obvious win. Trump's order goes beyond just high school and collegiate sports, extending to international competitions as well. The administration has vowed to deny visas to transgender athletes seeking to compete in women's categories in the States, potentially impacting events like the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. It's important to note that the order does allow transgender athletes to compete in co-ed or male teams. This isn't all. Trump has also signed an executive order recognizing only two sexes, male and female. And he's declared that they cannot be changed.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
These sexes are not changeable and are grounded in fundamental and incontrovertible reality, the order says. Sex is not a synonym for and does not include the concept of gender identity.
Us blokes hate talking about a little thinning up top, and many of us settle with that balding look, but that wasn't for me, and that's why I went to Elite Hair, the world's leading hair loss clinic, and now I've had over 4,000 new hairs added to this barnet, and very soon I'm going to be rocking some brand new flowing locks. And you can too! So how does it work? Step 1, I sent the team a set of photos of my head. Step 2, I then spoke to one of the Elite Hair staff who looked through my photo submissions and worked out a treatment plan for me. Step 3, Elite Hair then organised accommodation and the treatment. I was at their state-of-the-art treatment centre in Istanbul, and their incredibly kind staff took me through the process, and before I knew it, I was in surgery. Elite Hair and their leading medical experts have specialised in pain-free treatments using the sleep deep method, and they really mean that. I felt incredibly relaxed the whole time, and I haven't felt any pain since. Check out Elite Hair using the link in the description. When you do, Elite Hair will provide you with a free personalised hair analysis. Then you'll join over 100,000 happy patients. Hit that link and start your hair growth journey like I did today.
Well, Donald Trump has also launched a war against diversity, equity and inclusion, aka DEI. Trump ordered all US government staff working on these schemes to be put on immediate paid administrative leave, essentially putting an end to all DEI activities in the federal government. And it looks like big corporations such as Google are immediately following suit. They've scrapped all diversity-based hiring targets. Funny that.
My administration has taken action to abolish all discriminatory diversity, equity, and inclusion nonsense. And these are policies that were absolute nonsense throughout the government and the private sector. With the recent yet somewhat unexpected great Supreme Court decision just made, America will once again become a merit-based country. You have to hear that word, merit-based country.
And of course, it hasn't taken long for the president to start the mass deportation of illegal migrants.
I'm also taking swift action to stop the invasion at our southern border. They allowed people to come in at levels that nobody's ever seen before. It was ridiculous. I decided and declared to do, and very, very importantly, a national emergency on our border, immediately halted all entry of illegal border crossers, of which there were many, and began promptly returning the illegal trespassers back to the place from which they came. That action, as you've probably seen, has already started very strongly. I've deployed active duty U.S. military and National Guard troops to the border to assist in repelling the invasion.
So here we come to the United Kingdom, where the Science Museum, one of Britain's most beloved institutions, has actually now suggested that Lego, the beloved children's toy, can be seen as homophobic and anti-LGBT. You got that right, Lego is now homophobic. Now, this claim is not only ridiculous, but I think it demonstrates just how far some of our institutions will go to inject identity politics into every single aspect of our lives, even children's playthings. I imagine that the Science Museum has quite a few diversity officers, don't you? Now, the museum's Seeing Things Queerly tour claims that Lego reinforces heteronormativity because people supposedly describe Lego bricks as having male and female parts that mate with each other. I don't remember that, do you? This interpretation is a stretch at best and a deliberate misrepresentation at worst. It's hard to imagine that children playing with Lego bricks are contemplating gender dynamics rather than simply enjoying building something nice and colourful. Well, this controversy becomes even more absurd when we consider that Lego has already taken steps to be more inclusive. They're already trying. In 2021, the company released its first rainbow-themed LGBTQ+ set called Everyone is Awesome. And that's not all in the United Kingdom, is it? There's our NHS. An NHS that is adamant on wasting millions of our hard-earned pounds, creating non-jobs on big salaries. Turns out the NHS has advertised almost a dozen DEI jobs within the last few weeks, one even paying £123,000. We're told the NHS is underfunded. Now, the juxtaposition of these stories, I think, highlights the stark difference in the priorities of the Trump administration and those pushing identity politics here in the United Kingdom. Yes, President Trump is taking concrete action to address real concerns about fairness in sports, illegal migration, and the constant push for identity politics, while others, here in the United Kingdom, are busy manufacturing controversies about plastic building blocks. Well, in conclusion, President Trump's executive orders on transgender athletes in women's sports, his executive orders on illegal migration, his executive orders on diversity, inclusion, and equity represent a significant shift, don't they? I wonder if the United Kingdom will catch up. Well, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. I've been Emily Carver. Don't forget to subscribe to the GB News YouTube channel for more content like this.